right, we're here for another request. Another highly requested channel that you guys wanted me to check out. And what is that channel, you may be asking? The only way you'd be asking that question is if you don't read the title before you watch a video. And that would just be silly. Today we are checking out a new animation channel. This one has been requested for a long time and I'm finally gonna check it out. SocksStudios! This is an animation channel created by this dude, a fellow YouTuber.
By the name of Socksfor1.
Now, I've known about this guy for a long time because when I go to my channel analytics, it tells me what other channels some of my viewers watch, and SocksReact has been in there for a long time. But we are here to check out the essential viewing. You can't have an animation channel without embarrassing childhood stories. Oh yeah. We're doing it. 18 minutes of classic childhood stories. What could be better? So homies, I don't really know what to expect. I'm just gonna jump right in. You know what it is. RobertIDK, SocksStudios, embarrassing childhood stories. 3, 2, 1.
We're gonna be telling embarrassing childhood stories.
What happens if you're still in your childhood?
You're gonna just be telling embarrassing stories about yourself.
That happened yesterday.
You're giving us live coverage.
And we are going to start with a random name I'm picking out of the hat.
You have a hat?
Wait a minute. These are your embarrassing stories. You can't pawn it off to the homies. Bro, you're supposed to be a leader. All right, I guess we're getting one of his homies first.
You have a hat with you?
I have a hat.
You have a hat?
I have a hat. The first person will be TBH Honest.
Oh,
Now,
crap.
This is a story of when I was a mere baby, just like Nadwe, right? So this was the time I ate my very first fried food, right? So I don't know if you know this, but when fried food comes out of the oil, it is like lava.
Yes.
It's boiling hot. Like the oil is still sizzling on like the French fry, which is what I was eating. So this is what happens, right? My uncle, he puts a French fry in my hand, and it was so hot that I didn't know how to react. So I just popped out my eyes.
Uncle, what are you doing?
Eyes, and I squeezed it tighter.
Why?
Oh my god.
Simply flawless childhood logic.
What was your uncle thinking? Your uncle is the one who should be the mediator between lava food and your hand. Did he grab it straight from the oil? Or did he fry he must have fried them himself, right? I mean, they made it look like it was in a fast food restaurant, but I don't know.
Why?
Oh my god.
Wait, then how did your uncle hold the French fry?
He gave it to me.
Yeah, but then how was it not hot to him?
He was a working man. He had like the hands of like an alpha male.
Ah,
Oh my
yes,
God.
yes.
Right? So I'm
Well,
squeezing
your
this
hands
French
can take
fry
more than your
tighter
mouth can.
and tighter as the oil is like burning my hands, and I'm freaking out and I don't know what to do. And everyone's looking at me like, what's wrong with him? Did he like poop himself or something? Because I'm like 3 years old. And I'm like about to like start screaming because there is a burning French fry in my hand and I don't know what to do with it. Because logically I cannot just let go.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do now?
It's a ticking time bomb.
Yeah, so I was holding it for like 5 minutes and eventually I just started crying.
Wait, you held a
God.
French fry for 5 whole minutes?
I cooled it down with my own body temperature.
Oh my gosh. See, this is natural selection, people. If this were prehistoric times, bro, you would have put your hand in that fire and you would have had more than just a little heat from the fry. This is called natural selection. The Lord did not want you to have hands. But thanks to modern technology, he gets off with simply a flesh wound.
Cooled it down with my own body temperature. Was that wrong?
I rate that at probably a 4 out of 10 out of
Oh,
embarrassing
yikes.
level. That's not that bad. Another name out of the hat. It is Muffin Juice.
Muffin.
Yeah,
My story is like the worst. I couldn't think of anything good. Back in the old days, before Clash of Clans even came out,
Wow.
I was a little toddler. I was like 4. I used to go behind large object in my onesie and just poop my pants. Like, even though there was a toilet right next to me, I would just poop a lot.
What?
I was a free man.
These are real childhood stories. When I think of childhood stories, I think of like 8, 9, 10. No offense to any 8, 9s, and 10s watching this video, but you're still pretty young, bro. When I think of childhood stories, I'm not thinking of 3 years old. Does this guy even remember this story? Or did his parents recite it to him? I don't think anyone remembers the time when they were in diapers. That was before your brain, like, turned on. All right, but still, absolute insane behavior.
I was a free man.
Dude,
That's
that
it.
doesn't even
Free
sound
man.
embarrassing.
I kind of wanted to flex a little bit, but
What are you flexing?
I don't know.
Wait, are you sure this wasn't just last week?
Oh my
No,
god.
I could prove that.
You can. I don't know why you did that, Muffin, but the next person we're picking out of the hat is gonna be Mr. Blaza himself.
Yay.
Blaza!
Oh, is
Blaza,
this
why
thing
are you
working?
wearing your headset here?
I bring it everywhere.
There's no wire.
I have a couple images for my story.
Oh, he's got images. This is a presentation.
Man, that mic. That mic is rough. You know what, guys? To make up for his mic quality, I'm gonna get real sultry for y'all.
If you want to take
Okay.
a look at the board. I wake
Alright.
up, it's a Halloween morning.
Oh.
It's a
Wow.
normal school day. I'm getting ready to go to school, and usually people dress up for Halloween, but not too much. So I thought, I'm not gonna do that. That's stupid. I
Take
did it.
the
I
safe.
just went to school normally.
You gotta dress
and
up for
I
Halloween.
finally got there. I casually walked to the front door, and what do I see? Is that
my
an
gosh.
anime cosplay I see there? What? I look left. I look right. Is that a furry cosplay? What is going on here?
How old are you, brother? How old is this lad? Anime costumes and furry costumes were not a thing when I was in school. We were not there yet in society. I guess furries did exist by that point. When did they become, like, popular? I don't know. And also, the other two guys, their stories were from, what, like 3 years old. This dude's talking about, like, high school. We did a little bit of a time jump there, I think.
Is that a furry cosplay?
Oh my
What
gosh.
is going on here? I was in shock. I never expect this. I
Wow.
thought these people were gonna get bullied or something. And all of a sudden, I got pushed in my back. I was like, huh, what is that? I slowly turn around. And all of a sudden, I see this creature right in front of me.
Wow.
Donkey from Shrek?
What is going
A
on?
freaking four-legged horse. There were
Did
two
you go to
people in
anime
there, and they
school?
were
Is
like,
that
"Oh,
the school?"
sorry, I couldn't see you." I'm like, "Okay, no problem."
Did you specify as a four-legged horse? Aren't all horses four-legged?
Yeah, but this one, it's a suit.
What's so
Wow.
embarrassing though?
The rest of the day, I was mad confused, and I had no idea people do that. And
People
is confusing,
celebrate
I understand.
Halloween by dressing
What's
up.
so embarrassing, Blaza?
I was embarrassed for them. Okay.
Why?
Why would you go to school in that?
I
would
would
be
go
mad
to school like
embarrassed.
that.
I go to school in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
it's, it's
yeah.
embarrassing for them,
Blaza,
or?
looks like you dressed up as a clown. To school.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I'm gonna keep it real. The animation is pretty good for this. Because the video was 18 minutes long, I was like, I don't know, is the animation gonna be like really simple? But I'm really impressed with the animation. So far, this is a grand old time. So before we go any further real quick, I wanna make sure you guys know, the team at SocksStudios obviously did all the hard work on this video. I'm just the boy saying the silly things and putting some memes in there. So make sure you support the original creators. Their link will be in the description and it will be at the end. Okay, cool.
That brings up our next person on the list, Allie.
Oh no.
It's your turn.
Alright, okay, so
Wait, someone walked in your room.
How can someone
to
walk in the
us.
room, Juice? It's a campfire. We're in nature
No,
right now.
It's casually walks up to us.
Oh god, look, it's someone in the forest.
anyway, my whole life has been just a series of horrible traumatic events, but like I think this one's good. So when I was a child, I went to a playground by myself, and so I was just playing on the slide and stuff, you know,
Okay.
what kids do at the playground.
Okay.
Why did you go to the playground by yourself?
Why not? You never went to the playground by yourself?
No.
Well, not by myself.
I must have big and anyways.
Oh.
It depends on how close the playground is to your house and where you live. There are definitely places where going to the playground by yourself as a child is a bad idea. I mean, I guess at a certain there's an age. Sorry, I'm trying to say like 10 sentences at once here. There's a certain age where it's okay to go to the playground by yourself, but it still also depends on where you live. You know, maybe Socks lived near a bunch of dark alleys, you know what I'm saying?
And then I found this rope on the ground, and I have a picture. This is what the rope was
Whoa,
like.
whoa,
Okay.
whoa.
Where
We have footage.
Whoa.
Okay?
Where
Seems
is
like a
this going?
playground
So
rope.
I came up with this great idea to be like Spider-Man and like swing from bar to bar on the monkey bars with it. I tied one end to the first monkey
This
bar
is
and the
dangerous.
other to my wrist because I was like, I'm gonna hold on
This
tight.
is dangerous.
This is how I hold on tight. And then I prepared myself to to like.
There are
do,
so
like,
many
a
ways this
cool
can go wrong.
Superhero jump to the next monkey bar, and with my other hand, I jumped and tried to grab the next bar.
No!
And I couldn't reach.
Was the rope
I
too
fell,
long, or
and I
was
was
it-
just hanging there by the rope on my wrist. So
my
then
God.
I started yelling for like
Oh my
everybody,
gosh!
like all the kids, and I was like, "Help me! Help me!"
That's where I
Wow.
came in. I was like, what's hanging, Allie?
This is why you don't go to the playground alone.
Yeah, Allie. I hope you learned your lesson.
True.
Oh wait, what happened after that?
She did it
And
again
so-
5 years later.
She's
was
been there.
yelling.
She's
5
still
years
there
later?
At this very moment.
The whole setup is there.
But that's not it.
That's what?
Soon, all the kids on the playground, they all just came and stood around me while I was just hanging there, and they stared at me. And they didn't even
Demons!
say a word. They didn't
Help
say nothing.
them!
And I
They
was
even-
crying.
Wait, did they
Oh
even
my-
like laugh or something?
No,
Did
they were like stone cold, like straight face, like no expression at all.
What
And
is
I was
wrong with
sitting
these
there
children?
You know
So-
the wake up guy? I'd imagine them all looking at Allie like that.
I was like sitting there crying and asking them for help, and all of a sudden they just turned around and left. They all left all together.
What?
You disgusting children! This is how she grew up to be whatever she's like. I don't know. I don't know this person at all. They didn't say anything? Just this gang of ruffians just came up and did nothing? I'm very disappointed in our youth of the nation.
They all left all together.
What?
Just turned around
What?
and left the playground. They didn't even run. They just walked. And I felt so betrayed.
Despicable.
And just felt such deep shame
Despicable.
and sadness. And so I just hung there crying for like an hour until my mom came.
That's
and found me.
insane.
An
I feel like a
hour?
piñata.
How did you keep your
For an
hand?
hour?
Allie, are you secretly ripped?
Yes, big strong man.
I felt kind of sad. What was wrong with those kids? We're gonna find them to this day.
Yeah.
It's time to square up.
Yeah.
We'll hang them up ourselves.
And that brings me to our next contestant. In the hat, we have Mr. Meme Guy. I mean,
Hey!
Yes, I've been waiting for Orange Juice Glass's story. Yes! When I clicked on this video, I was like, I cannot wait. Like, these stories are great, but I know that Orange Juice Glass will have a wonderful story.
Hey, Robert, don't you think that maybe you're being a little too sarcastic?
Do you think it's a little too much? I mean, you're usually the one talking smack at me. You have historically have been much more rude than me. You're the type to be sassy.
Okay, well, maybe I want my opportunity to be sassy, and you can be nice.
I don't know when you started calling the shots, but let's go for it.
Hey! My story, right? I felt pretty embarrassed because I don't know how someone can get lower IQ than my level. I must be like negative 69 or something. But anyway, I was in school, right? And I went into the school shop, right? So you can buy like snacks and stuff. And I went in there and I bought my one and only famous Kit Kat. Does anyone like Kit Kat?
Oh,
You like Kit Kat?
yes. I thought you were gonna
what?
say some weird British thing.
Yeah, Kit Kats. I love Kit Kats.
How the heck is a glass of orange juice gonna have a Kit Kat?
Yeah, the acidity would probably, like, it would be a bad combination, to be honest. But if it's cold, the Kit Kat won't even, like, melt into the thing. I can agree with you on this one, Kermit. I think that that's not really a logical combination. Maybe we're both just being stupid right now.
Yeah, I think maybe you were trying to force this bit a little too much.
Well, Kermit, you haven't been on the channel in, like, a while.
Yeah, I know. I haven't even been here since you changed the sound.
Yeah, listen, I've been dealing with a lot, brother. There's been a lot of changes recently.
I don't want any excuses. I don't care that you were in the hospital.
Kermit, you get out of here!
I was getting ready for my Kit Kat, right? I was
All right.
my mouth was watering and everything. I couldn't wait to nom down on that Kit Kat bar. I undone the wrapper and I was walking down a corridor and there was a bin on my right. And knowing me, instead of actually
Throw it
throwing
in
the
the
wrapper
bin.
in the bin, I threw the whole chocolate bar in the bin. And then I was walking down. I threw the whole chocolate bar in the
Mr.
bin.
Meme
I
Guy,
was walking down, I
why?
started eating the wrapper and then
Why,
people were
Mr. Meme
at me,
Guy?
and I was eating
my
the
God.
wrapper and people were just looking at me.
He was walking through the school and then he unwrapped the chocolate and then threw away the wrapper. Why? Oh wait, he threw away the chocolate. Why? Why?
See, okay, this isn't me trying. This is me trying to be rude. I've said this in a past video. I lived in England for half a year, and I didn't get good at doing a British accent. I can only do a British accent if I do it like an annoying child. That's the only British accent I know how to do. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This sounds meaner than it's supposed to be.
Why? Oh, gee, Robert, seems like you're doing a lot better since you kicked me out.
Did I say you could come back?
And I was
Oh
eating
my
the
God.
wrapper, and people were just looking at me eating a Kit Kat wrapper.
You
And I
didn't
just
taste.
felt-
It was just a wrapper.
People looked at me like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm just sitting there eating a wrapper.
You know, that reminds me of when I eat bananas with the shell.
I didn't notice until like 2-3 seconds after, and I had to just put it in the bin as well. And I was very sad because I
That is very
spent
sad.
99p on my Kit Kat bar.
Dude,
90
I would say that was
99
embarrassing,
pence.
but you're British, so that's you know that's whatever.
What do you mean?
You guys lost a football match.
That's
They're
true,
pence,
and that
bro.
brings me to the next British
That's
man,
almost one
and
quid.
that would be Mr. Meme God. I mean, laugh.
What? Wait,
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Yeah, Mimi, you sit down, Mimi. You may have wondered why I've stayed away from this fire for so long, because my story involves a fire. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, it was when I was a young child, very young, sometime in between the dinosaurs going extinct and Rome falling for the first time.
All right.
I was a kid, and me and my sister, we were in the living room, and I spilled my drink on the floor. And
No, it's orange juice too.
Juice on the floor.
No, you spelled me.
spelled you.
Clean me up right now.
I looked at that on the floor and I was like, okay, this needs cleaned up. So I go and get a tea towel from the kitchen.
Tea towel.
Yeah.
A tea towel. Hey guys, you ain't need to talk all that stuff. Listen. Okay, you can be goofy when you hear people say the different things, but man, let the guy say a tea towel. I mean, that's not that bad, right? You can say tea towel.
Well, Robert, why are you defending him now when you were just talking smack about the British doing the stupid British accent?
Kermit, leave.
Go and get a tea towel from the kitchen.
Tea towel.
Yeah, that's yeah, do you just know what a tea
You
towel
need a
is?
towel?
I got
A kitchen? A kitchen towel?
That just proves how British you are.
It gets more British. I get the tea towel, I come in the room, I wipe up the floor, all
Mop it
good,
up.
all done. Any normal child would probably go throw the tea towel back on the kitchen table. Me, on the other hand,
guess.
I like to do things efficiently.
Oh,
I like
burn
to
the
do it
evidence.
fast. And I looked at that wet tea towel. I was like, you know what? That needs drying quick. I had a fireplace in the room.
I can't wait for the smell.
Yeah, so imagine that like guard over the open fire. So
Okay.
I was like, okay, this needs cleaning, this needs sorting out. I hang the tea towel over the fire rack and I walk out the room anyway to go grab another drink, refill my juice, leave my sister on the sofa. She's just sat looking at it. I come back in like a minute later.
Why are you not blowing the fire?
As you walk in, the fire's on the right side of the room so you can't see it. And my sister was like opposite me. And I walk in and she's just like wide-eyed looking towards the fire. And like I walked in, I looked out. What's she
That's
looking at?
scary.
And then I turned, the full towel is on fire.
I mean, that's fine.
But you dried it.
It was dry.
It was dry. You did it.
It was dry.
Okay, so I thought that's fine. You lost a tea towel. I thought that thing was gonna catch fire and then fall on the floor or catch fire and then something else catches fire. I thought, okay, you lost a tea towel. Just pick up yourself and keep it moving. And by the way, people, real quick, I just want to say, if you're watching this video and you're not subscribed to the channel, you should totally do it. That would be super cool. And if you could like the video while you're there, if you're already subscribed, you can still like the video. Anyways, do what you want. I would just really appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. You're great.
It was dry.
It was dry. You did it.
It was dry. It had no fire resistance, unfortunately. That's where the problem lies. So yeah, it was starting to catch on fire. Being the brother, the big brother, the big leader, I looked at my sister and I said,
and threw her in the fire.
no, actually, really stupid decision. We went and hid behind the sofa.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You didn't do anything.
Oh god.
I was like 6.
Your house
or
is gone.
7.
Dude, laugh.
I wasn't a smart child.
This was yesterday.
The house would have burnt down, but my mum came in like 10 seconds later and she picked the tea towel up and threw it in the sink.
What a superhero. Oh my god.
Wait, why did she need to remove the towel from the fire? Give up on the towel, just put water on the fire. What am I missing here? Maybe the animator didn't draw it right. Maybe the animator animator was like, okay, I have an idea of what he's talking about. Honestly, that's what I think happened, because the way it was drawn there, that towel was fully in the fire and it wasn't causing problems except maybe burning toxic chemicals in the fibers. I mean, I guess the parents were home, but still, who leaves 5-year-olds next to an open fire? What? Why would you do that? Why would you do that, Mom? When I was a kid, I was so scared of fire because in school they do fire drills so much, and there was so much talk about fire that I thought when I was a kid, I thought if you touch fire, you die. That's what I thought. I thought you like instantly like die if you touch fire. That would have terrified me, honestly.
And she picked the tea towel up and threw it in the sink.
What a superhero. Oh my god.
Wow.
Lap's face on this guy real quickly because he is suffering.
From success.
We heard it here first. Women are smarter than men. Laugh, that was a very scary story.
Women are smarter than men. Yeah, I mean, based on that sentence, yes. Based on, let me, just in case, listen, someone is gonna not understand what I said and then think that I am saying something rude. No. Let's just clarify real quick. Woman and women are two different words. Just so you know. I didn't know that until I was like 11 or 12. That one took me a second. But let's just make sure everyone knows. Yeah, he said women are better than men. Or, sorry, women are smarter than men.
Women are smarter than men.
We call that a self-fulfilling prophecy. Or we call that irony. That's irony.
We heard it here first. Women are smarter than men.
Women
Laugh, that
are
was a
smarter.
Very scary story. I don't know how embarrassing that was. That was near scary. It is on to the best YouTuber of them all. That would be Mr.
I'm not in this video.
Mr. Nadway.
Mr.
Oh, okay.
What is my Shut up, Mimi. I am. So mine is when Socksfor1 started playing with me. I'm just kidding.
Well, hey.
As we all know, I'm like the swaggiest person ever, right? Right? Okay.
Word.
Shut up, Mimi. And because of that, I joined choir at my school, okay?
Okay.
Choir?
Listen. Back then, I didn't know what it was. I tried it out.
Before we continue, Nadway, were you a band kid?
No, I wasn't. I never joined band. Never joined band.
So choir.
Well,
That's even worse.
I mean, it was short-lived.
Even worse, show some respect. Band kids and choir kids are some of the smartest. Bro, you grew up to be a YouTuber. If you grow up to be a YouTuber, you're not allowed to make fun of choir and band kids. We are just as weird, if not weirder, okay? Can we make that a rule? If you're a YouTuber, you don't get to talk smack about classes that people took. Unless I will make fun of you if you take a how to be a YouTuber class. That I will make fun of you for. We call that irony as well, people.
That's even worse.
I mean, it was short-lived. Okay, listen.
He died. Dude, the guy, the random guy from the campfire took him.
Someone get the doctor.
Dude, that furry guy, he took it that way.
Don't worry, guys. I got this. I'm a real.
All right, this call is going off the rails.
What is that?
Thank you, Mimi. Thank you.
You did it.
Thank you so much, Mimi.
No,
Anyways,
go back to sleep.
Shut up, Mimi. So I didn't know what choir was, so I just joined it, right? This was back in 6th grade, so like about a week ago, okay?
About a week
then, we had
ago.
a concert we had to go to, and like all of us were in the lunchroom preparing, doing our vocals, like, right?
Yeah.
And then, there was like a rolled up wrestling mat like this against the wall, like this. Everyone started sliding on it. And, they're like, oh my God, this is so much fun. And since like I'm like the most swaggiest one there.
Okay, sorry, I gotta just call out real quick. If you're the swaggiest person there, then you can't say about a week ago without saying about a week ago. With us in there, we tweaking, if you truly were the swaggiest, you would have hit that. But it's okay. It's okay. You can have some swag still. It's okay.
I'm like the most swaggiest one there. So I was like, I should give this a try. As I slid across it, I noticed that my knee was a little bit too far ahead. So then I slid upon it, and then boom, there's a big giant boom. Everyone.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone started staring at me.
Wait, what did
They
you
started to
hit?
stare.
What was the boom?
You'll see.
What was the boom?
You'll see. Shut up, Mimi.
What is the
I
boom?
put a hole in the wall at my school. I put a giant hole in the wall.
Is the wall okay?
No, it wasn't.
Not the wall.
Listen, it was even in the cafeteria as well. So everyone would see it whenever they're having like, oh my God, who put that hole right there? Everyone was there. And then some
Are you
kid.
sure you want to confess this in front of millions of people? He's gonna come back for you man.
They won't be the ones to snitch on me because someone already did. As soon as it happened, some kid snitched on me.
Well, see, it's the law of averages, brother. If you are in a group of like 10 kids, someone is gonna be a tattletale stinky pants. You're gonna find a tattletale stinky pants. I think that also is a rule. For every group of 10 kids, there is one tattletale stinky pants. This is the saying. This is gospel for the fallen ones. My word is my bond. Thank you.
As soon as it happened, some kid snitched on me.
No.
As soon as they're like, oh my God, it was Nodway that did it. And they said Nodway, by the way.
I mean, you did break a hole in the wall. I
Word.
think that is a...
Nah, dude, snitches get stitches. Throw them in the fire with the people that were in Ali's story, all right? They can join in the fire.
Get 'em.
I mean, if I saw like a Nadway-shaped Kool-Aid man hole in the wall, like I would be terrified.
Dude, the choir teacher came up to me, then she got the principal, and they started yelling at me in the middle of
You
the
didn't
cafeteria.
start it though.
Oh, that's tough.
Oh, true. Yeah, that is the worst. When you get chewed out by a teacher or the principal in front of a bunch of other students, that is the worst. I don't think there's anything worse than that. There's no worse way to get chewed out than in front of like everyone else. Oh, that is the worst. You know, the only way it can be worse is if it's something you didn't even do. That's happened to me before. There's something like I'm not even getting into it. Actually, I did tell this story. I know what video I put it in too. Okay, here's the clip. Here's the story. Yo, there was one time I had a substitute teacher and this was in high school. My school had a really good video production class. Of course, it existed right as I became too old to take it, which is so annoying. But it had a really good video production class and they did video announcements every morning. And so all the teachers would turn on the TV and we'd watch the video announcements. Now, I had a substitute teacher who didn't know what they were doing, and so they didn't turn it on. I was like, hey, can I go to the front hall to watch the announcements? And he's like, well, no, I'm not gonna let you do that because I know you're just gonna, you know, go and hang out and do your thing and you're not gonna watch it. And I'm like, no, I actually really like the announcements. I'm very passionate about video creation. Little did he know, he thought I was lying. I really wanted to see the announcements because I was passionate about making videos. And he thought I was lying. Dude, do you see me now? Do you see me now? Probably not. You're probably never gonna watch this video, but I swear, if you see this,
I will never forgive you.
because I eventually, after debating with him, I split. I went to walk to the front hallway to watch the announcements, and he started chasing me down. He came out and started yelling at me and walking towards me. Now you're making me feel like a criminal. I actually wanted to watch the announcements, and he didn't even get to see that because he dragged me back into the room. I was going to the hallway to watch the announcements. That was probably the worst time I have ever been falsely prosecuted in my life. And anyways, it's been a hard thing for me to get over, so that's the story. Yeah, that was very awkward. You should check out that video after this one. It's really good if you haven't seen it.
And then after the performance, I almost felt like crying. And then I told my dad, and we just left so fast. We left so fast,
Yes,
dude.
never
When
go
I tell
back
you,
to that school again.
I think the wall couldn't handle my love for Monica, so it gave up.
And then the school collapsed.
That was my story of how I put a hole in the
Well,
wall.
that wraps up all the best people in this group
All right.
that tell their embarrassing childhood stories.
Don't you have a story?
You're forgetting one person. You're forgetting one person. I have another story.
What?
All right, Mr. Meme God, you can go.
Is it my time
It's
to
your
finally
time
go?
to shine.
So one day, me and a couple IRL friends, we went to McDonald's. Okay,
You have friends?
I've only been to McDonald's 2 times before in my life, okay? And that was to get chocolate ice cream sundae. with
Nice.
peanuts. There we were all standing on line together, and everyone was in front of me, okay? I was the last person online to get my food. But then I noticed
Whoa.
everyone was getting stuff like burgers with 5 patties, or hot dogs,
Wow.
but the wiener is 9 inches long.
Wow, I don't think McDonald's has that.
Okay, I was just there to get an ice cream sundae with peanuts, okay? But if I got that, I wouldn't be able to show my face in school.
Yeah, what an absolutely humiliating story. I think, man, Wow. Going to McDonald's and just wanting ice cream is so embarrassing. Man, if that's your most embarrassing story, they should study you as being the luckiest person who's ever lived. But okay, maybe this goes somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it goes somewhere.
If I got that, I wouldn't be able to show my face in school the next day.
Wait, why?
Because all my friends were getting like crazy stuff, like crazy foods.
Wait, are you telling me you got embarrassed because you're just gonna get ice cream?
Tell them, Socks.
I need to prove to my friends that I'm the alpha of the group, okay?
Yes.
But here's another thing about me. I don't eat meat. Not for religious reasons or because save the animals and stuff. I just don't like eating meat, okay? I grew up with aloo ka paratha.
Okay, that is the worst reason. that is the worst reason not to eat meat. Just because I mean, hey, do your thing. But it's like, those reasons you mentioned before are very valid reasons to not eat meat. If you don't have those reasons, if you don't care about the animals, I mean, okay, just don't. That's cool. That's cool. I would suggest caring about the animals. Dude, at least tell people that. At least pretend that the reason you don't eat meat is because you care about animals, okay? That's just my thoughts.
Finally time for me to order my food, okay?
Okay.
I took a step forward and I saw the cashier. She was staring into my soul and she looked like she was already in a bad mood, okay? Her eyes were twitching. I should also mention at this point that I'm also very shy, like when I go outside and talk to people.
Just order your sundae, brother.
Shy? No.
Oh, baby, mean God.
I mean, a vegan at McDonald's, I would be shy as well.
But I looked back, okay, and I saw my friends. They were waiting for me to say my order so we could go back and sit together, okay? I was feeling the pressure, so I opened my mouth and I said, "Can I get a cheeseburger with only the buns and cheese? No meat."
What? Oh, okay. Now it all makes sense. Oh my gosh. This dude. Of all of the... You had infinite opportunities to not mess this up. And what did you do? You messed it up. You had one job, you didn't do it right. Now Robert's gonna roast you tonight.
Why did you have to overcomplicate the situation? You could have just ordered your sundae and things would have been fine. But instead, you chose to try and imitate the people around you. And look where that got you. The lesson of this story is be yourself. And don't order buns with cheese. That is kind of weird. A message from the government of Canada. I don't know if I can legally say that. A message from RobertIDK.
With only the buns and cheese, no meat.
No, you got a burger with no burger.
Grilled cheese.
With no meat and cheese. Those words. Everything went into slow motion. I saw the cashier's
Makes
mouth
sense.
open. Her warm breath. It was slowly traveling inside of my nose.
What?
You want a burger with no meat? What's the point of the burger? Yeah, that's exactly what she said.
She said it in that accent?
Yeah. As soon as she said that, I looked behind me. All my friends, every single person in that restaurant stands up and they're pointing their finger at me.
What?
How loud did you say it?
And then my whole life flashed before my eyes, and I was under pressure.
It seem like you're
I had
about
to
to die.
slowly release some gas.
How did you make it worse?
I got the burger, and it was just buns with cheese.
Was that even good?
Bread with cheese. It's like a grilled cheese sandwich.
Grilled cheese.
It's like a grilled cheese, but it's not grilled, and it's just cheese.
Shut up. And TBH was there as well because we were eating together.
Wait, TBH, Mimi, in real life friend, revealed?
Yeah, I was his crush.
Well, for the last person of this story reveal, everyone's gone, right? Everyone is gone except for one person, and his name is Socksfor1. But you will have to find out next time.
What?
Embarrassing stories. Hit that like button and subscribe.
You can't ask people to like after doing that.
Wow, that is some savage behavior. But okay, fine. I'll boop that like button.
All right, I had more fun than I thought I would. I had no idea what to expect, but I had a good time. I do like those Discord call style animations. They're pretty fun. I know they're best when everyone's got a pretty good mic. But it's okay. Very cool and unique. And I mean, I could check this out again. If you want me to check it out again, you let me know in the comments. But if you do want me to check it out again, you better make sure you're subbed to SocksStudios. Their team did all the hard work, so make sure you have checked them out. Link is also in the description. This is the last video we posted. If you missed it, check it out. Or here's a video that YouTube thinks you will like. I will see you here, or I will see you there. Homies, thank you for watching my stuff. I appreciate you. Peace!